No.
Okay.
I'm on Vista, baby. Let's go.
You're on Vista? That's like almost worse.
I know. Nah, I'm not.
I'm sorry, what did you just say about Windows XP?
No, I said he's on Vista. That's almost worse than XP.
Yeah, I made a double joke and it just went.
Yeah, the word almost is insulting to me there.
Yeah.
I feel like the word almost is on the wrong side of that.
XP is like maybe the best operating system.
Yeah,
from its time.
XP was legendary.
Actually,
I don't know if you guys ever played like Minesweeper or like Pinball on XP, but like that's
Oh, pinball. Pinball is the best.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Pinball.
I killed so much time on pinball.
Oh wait, did you guys ever on XP? There was like that Black Hawk Striker like game where you were like an airplane, and it was kind of like a Galaga, but it was like 2.5D, if that makes sense.
What XP were you using?
Yeah, that is not a regular XP.
Dude, I was
all
using.
I know is 3D pinball, space pinball.
Dude, I was using my.
Space Pinball.
I was using my elite version of XP. I got my unlocked bricked version of Windows XP.
Brick version.
Brick XP.
Oh, did you guys ever have that game where you're like playing a guy skiing down a mountain? You have to like outrun Yetis and stuff. Did you guys ever get that one? That might have been a Windows 95 and not an XP.
Whoa, that's some. No, I actually never got to.
I don't remember that on 95 either.
Oh, am I the old one here? Please don't tell me I'm the old one here.
Well, okay. Let's spot check. Let's spot check some birth dates. September 14, 94.
1990.
I'm 95.
I'm 97.
Oh, I'm the old one. Heck.
Heck. I mean, what can you do except just say heck?
Heck.
You can say we're getting excited with the grand finals here. Euphoria versus Elevate. Euphoria in the light green and Elevate in the purple. Fun fact, I say that to myself every single time the colors, just to like, because I'm multitasking, and that's my best way of telling myself the colors. So
I think both these teams heard me, and they're both running Explasher.
Yeah, I think they did. I think their full rosters are actually in stream chat, so you might be right. Yeah, they're both running the Blob Blobber. And we do see MC here kind of at the back. Now, interesting note we will want to take in mind, Solio getting subbed out for Lonk here. Lonk we have not seen in tournament, I believe, so far. So this will be interesting to see where that goes. We don't really have too much of a background there. But either way, Elevate here on the purple side is going to be able to get that really crucial, at least something of a penalty there to be able to act as a stopgap for now. But, I mean, will they be able to deal with this inkjet? It looks like the splat bomb just trickling in there.
And unfortunately, three of them choosing to go that way, and inkjet's not your best friend.
Yeah, you would like to call it your friend, but unfortunately just the opposite there. It's going to be Euphoria just dominating right now at the 45-point marker. They have more or less something of like their full team roster at the edges towards where these drops are, and the Inkstorm is going to go out for Euphoria, making it that much more difficult for Elevate to get back in here. That being said, Inkjet does fire off, does finally catch one, and actually, I don't even know if he saw that person there. That was a sea of green ink, but if nothing else, that was a lucky, opportunistic catch, and that lets them get control of zone and stack that penalty up. Pretty big play.
Expulsor definitely showing off right there why they're so powerful on this map. Just throwing bubbles from snipe and immediately popping them to cap the entire zone.
Right.
That's what I like to see.
The mentor Lily, teacher Lily comes clutching through here. Lonk here, the new addition to the Elevate side is going to get obliterated.
So
Yeah.
they tried awful hard.
How do you eat? Oh, okay. Dashul, my goodness. What is happening here? Dashul able to pop off and get that mid-air snipe onto another inkjet.
Dashul heard us complimenting Toast and didn't want us just to be focusing on them.
Fighting for attention here, I see. So, how many inkjets do we have in this game? I feel like there was a point where we saw like 4 at the same time or something.
There's 3.
3?
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
2 on one side, 1 on the other.
Fair. Either way, oh goodness, it's Lonk here on the inkjet, not able to quite find their target. Finally does. That is 2 down for Euphoria, and a great time for Elevate to really pick up the slack here, but Long, unfortunately, immediately going down like that. That's the thing for Elevate is I mean, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, it just feels like every time they've taken zone, there hasn't been too much of like pushing into the enemy base or really getting aggressive with their play. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like the problem right now that they're having is getting that aggression forward while still also holding the zone.
Right. Yeah, we saw it just there as Euphoria able to take advantage of a time where we saw two Elevate members pushing up front, but they weren't exactly looking after the most important prize there. Elevate here, 3 members to the right side of the map, kind of stacking themselves in a way where they hope to have a positional advantage with Euphoria, but Euphoria has them covered. And I don't know what it is, but maybe all of them funneling out at the same time, probably not the best bet for getting caught off there.
Definitely, especially when you have all 4 members of the opposing team watching you come in.
Yeah, a little rough there. Either way, it's Elevate. That's going to be game, and Euphoria, not in the most convincing fashion. It was definitely pretty back and forth, but I think it's safe to say Euphoria felt a little bit more in control of that game than Elevate.
Absolutely.
Dashel, Toast, Noob, and Leotis. Fairly similar KDAs. Unfortunately, Elevate needing to, elevate their game.
Have these two teams fought each other yet?
I don't think so. Sorry, that took a minute. I don't think so.
It's all good. Then at this point, Elevate is just still learning who on the other team they need to watch, and hopefully, now that they know who's going to be aggressive, they can come and match that.
I think maybe the thing that really helps them in that regard is that Elevate was able to even just watch Euphoria, given that they ended a little bit earlier. So, you know, they have had some time to be able to really at least just like maybe catch some bits of Euphoria before the set. But now that they've played a game, now they're very much in a good position to both look at what they've gathered over that first game and also just like act on how they should respond to it. So, eyes on Elevate right now to see if they have any significant changes going into Rainmaker on Anchovy Games. Or sorry, Rainmaker on Surgeon Shipyard. Apologies. And we're going to go ahead and get into this one as it's going to be Euphoria in the green again and Elevate in the orange this time around.
I think we saw this map mode once earlier, but it was such a quick knockout that I don't remember a whole lot about it.
We did. It was, well, no, we saw Euphoria pop off, right?
Yeah.
It was over 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so... and we saw, again, who was it that we saw getting direct after direct after direct? It was
Toast, I believe.
Yeah, so eyes on Toast right now. Toast getting actually knocked out just like that.
Commentator's curse.
And Euphoria still, despite losing Toast, they're in a good position, getting to the 59-point marker. They're not going to choose to swim up into that gap there. Maybe they don't know they can get a guaranteed amount of points by doing that. But they are able to make the jump to the other, to the alley. So getting to that 53-point marker, pretty good start within the first 45 seconds of the game. Euphoria in all the good positions right now.
Is that a DC on the side of Elevate?
Ooh.
It is.
I'm guessing the game didn't start off like that, huh?
I don't believe so.
All right, well, Elevate, I guess you've got literally nothing to lose. They have 3 on the right side, a Stingray coming out. Unfortunately, that's going to be really tough to avoid, but they somehow still are kind of doing that, exactly that. MC diving, switching from left to right, and somehow, some way, we're awfully close to reaching that 53-point marker, dashed out, and thanks to a particular splat bomb, we'll be able to get rid of that Rainmaker control.
Really smart of them not to pick up right away, just waiting out that opponent. I thought for sure they were going to grab it and try to run it.
I thought so as well, but it seems like that won't be happening anytime soon here.
Dashel instead deciding to just push up and take over the enemy base.
I'm really keen on how they even can put on a defensive. Like, this feels really overwhelming, especially in such a tight quarters like this. But maybe you can use this tight quarters to be able to defend more effectively. We'll see. 3 members up. Where? Okay.
It looks like they stopped, yeah.
Fair. And honestly, like, if I'm 3v4 and I'm, like, playing and realizing, Maybe this isn't going well. Why not just save the time and energy and just drop it?
No surrender. No surrender.
I agree, but this that didn't happen that game. 2-0, I think, if all is as we believe it is, going into this grand finals. And if that is the case, I'll leave it to Vesper to be able to confirm. But if that is the case, that is going to be Euphoria up 2-0 in this best of 5 with the next map coming on up. Splatoon's Mako Mart being a decent enough place to kind of turn things around, but will it be the place that Elevate feels comfortable doing so? And honestly, I'm not too sure about the answer myself. We haven't really gotten too good of a read on where their strengths are as a team. So looking forward to seeing and gaining just more data in general on the side. We've seen Elevate play in past InkForces, but not too specific. So, oh, yeah, right, they're ending this because there's 3 players in it, and generally you tend to not start without the full roster of teams, so...
I don't know, man. I think just 3-4 is a new way of Splatoon.
I mean...
They let us do it in Splatoon 1.
It's technically an old way of doing Splatoon.
It's true.
I'm just upset we might not get to our Chips Ahoy Chewy match. Because that's just been our game 4 so far, so that's...
Can't we just, because we have the power, make any match Chips Ahoy Chewy match?
Nintendo has to make sure they stick to their marketing guidelines. They signed this contract with Nabisco Co. Limited.
Did they? When did that happen?
A
few hours ago?
I didn't think I'd get this far. I love that. That's like I'm just quoting Plankton there. I just love that. I don't know. Either way, it's
I mean, when in doubt, quote SpongeBob. TBH.
What is your relationship with SpongeBob, and how often you've like watched it, or just like how much of a core to your fiber is SpongeBob SquarePants in the show?
Probably not as much as most of the internet.
Fair.
I watched SpongeBob as a kid for sure, but I was heavy on those Disney cartoons and on the anime.
Fair. Dang, yeah. There's like, I find like more and more, there's like definitely like tribes of kinds of kids and like children like that grew up on the Cartoon Network, the Disney Network, even today still. But like I think it was definitely a lot different when we might have been growing up, and that I think at that time all of those channels were pushing out multiple like quality shows, or just multiple shows at a time that were like really able to just like capture their audience and like, I don't know, it's like really cool to just like find like, yeah, I was like a Disney viewer and just like, sweet life.
I mean, if Disney made their own streaming service and put on like Recess and Weekenders, I would be on that in a heartbeat.
But until that happens, you're just stuck watching reruns on the channel, and we don't even watch TV anymore. So,
what am I supposed to do?
Game 3, can Elevate come back clutch? It's up to Lonk and Co. Lonk was able to get at least one splat onto Dishul, which can't be understated. It still is important, but it isn't enough. Nice jumping snipe from MC. We didn't get to see his perspective, their perspective, but still impressive nonetheless. And that being said, still getting taken down by Toast, because it seems like regardless of the player, it seems like Euphoria always has someone that can terrorize the opponents. So
there's only so much a snipe can do in a close range fight with a blaster and a shooter.
And speaking of that, yeah, I mean, it feels like they still have. It just feels like an adequate enough comp from Elevate to be able to get back. Still enough, a good backline to be able to pick off anyone that they need to be able to get back in. Still 2 people to be able to act as that front line. So yeah, we'll see if they can, but they don't have really too many ticks to spare. This Brella is going to be able to launch some bubbles here. Can they follow it up? There is a splatling to maybe counteract that, but no, is not able to do enough damage in time, and that's going to at least be force in zone control loss, so that's important in and of itself. But again, the question is, Elevate, can you follow that up, which we haven't seen just yet?
Yeah, and I mean the pick of a Tenterbrella here is really interesting to me. At least this time it's the Tenterbrella with bubbles. Ooh, wow! Dash just coming in here.
Yeah, they were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like that was, oh goodness. they panicked out of the ink line and they were like, who, where, what, and then died. Yeah, this is looking like a bloodbath, guys. I think this is your InkForce 17. Hats off to Elevate, but Euphoria comes in. The door was knocked down. No privacy allowed, and that's going to be a quick set. Yeah, that's I don't know. That's InkForce 17. Euphoria able to come out, and congratulations. Mom said they get the TV now for the rest of the night.
Ooh.
Yes, that is the prize.
Now they get to decide if they want to watch Cartoon Network or Disney Channel. Pick one.
Where is Nickelodeon in this?